you are a person who supports the new rapist in the office, Oval Office, then you probably came to try to check me or whatever. But let me just say that you guys, I rebuke thee, and may Lord have mercy, for you know not what you do. You know what I mean? You guys are letting a child predator, a rapist, convicted rapist, an adulterer, fornicator, man whose life has been about lucre, right, preach to you about abortion. You know what I mean? Give you a sermon about abortion. Lecture you about things about the Bible. Right? Like his mom being in heaven. Oh, I didn't know that. You know? That's ridiculous. Because we're under the assumption he's a Catholic that only the Virgin Mary's up there, right? You know? Not his mother. Who is he trying to deify himself? Does he think he's God? Or what do you think? What about the fact that he wants to talk about abortion when abortion is allowed? And if you would have really read your Bible, then you would know that, right? Fake ass Catholics. May the Lord forgive you, for ye know not what you do. Or how about that when they talk about faith, it's only come down his mouth. What has he done to help the lowly and the poor? Right? Matthew 25. Right? What you do to the least of these people is what you do to me. Right? That's what Jesus said. And what does he do? He targets immigrants. And if you would have read the Bible now, you would have known that Jesus was born in Bethlehem, not Nazareth, and which is modern day Palestine, right? And he would have been an immigrant. I mean, so he escaped a census. I mean, and his parents, his mom, and the story. They fled, right? They would have been immigrants. Okay, immigrants. You understand what I'm saying? Which is who he's attacking first and foremost, right? He's not a real Christian, so I rebuke him, and him being 68 years old, right, and not knowing what the word of God means. He is a rapist. He's a child molester. He was 15 years best friend with Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, and you're letting him preach the sermon about abortion and what women should do with his body. You guys are fucking diabolical. You guys are fucking diabolical for him to try to say things about what women should do with their bodies when he's a fucking convicted rapist who committed adultery on his first wife with Melania, the whore Melania that he bought, you know what I mean, and then basically cheated on her when she was pregnant with Stormy Daniels, you know what I mean, a prostitute, a whore as well, and then all her kids are illegitimate. All his kids are illegitimate. Some of them are bastard children he walked out on his first mom, but the new ones are abominations. You know what I mean? So his kids should have been aborted. You know what I mean? Basically, how are they still alive? But now he wants to ban the abortion of other kids because that's what he thinks in his mind, right? He wants to judge. Y'all want to call the Jezebel when you guys are the devil. When you guys let a white slave master devil pose as God, you let the Antichrist in, and you want to talk about Jezebel, nigga. The Antichrist is way bigger. A guy who deifies himself is a false prophet. You follow a false prophet. You guys compare him to Jehu, right? The King Jehu, Jericho, whatever bullshit, or whatever city it was that he went to war with. When they really, and I'm sorry that I feel like I'm a false teacher or whatever. You know what I mean? When really, he's more like King Harold, trying to abort the babies or whatever, or stop the abortion, or that's what he thinks. But he's trying to enslave them, really. And he's saying, under his rule, right? Under what he thinks, under his rule, under his Republican rule of conniving thieves. Thieves have more honor than this. You know what I mean? There is no there is no, what is it? There's no honor among thieves, but thieves stick together more than they do. Um, these people are people who are trying to usurp and trying to set up their own autocracy, oligarchy for centuries to come. You understand what I'm saying? And you guys have given them the United States in their hands with unchecked power. I mean, it is ridiculous. And you want to say it's biblical? You made a deal with the devil. I mean, that's what you did. A false prophet, letting like I said, a child predator, a convicted rapist. You know what I mean? Who should be killed, a treasonous snake, who should be killed. If it's about politics, he should be shot and killed. He should be jailed for the rest of his life. I mean, he should be jailed for countless other things, not just election fraud. But Russian collusion is one of those things, right? Letting Putin have Ukraine. Oh, it's like saying thank you, Putin. The people across the world think he's a king that we've elected because of these fucking fake Christians. You know what I mean? They think he's a king we've elected because of these fake Christians. Okay, you guys are ridiculous. I rebuke you, right? I rebuke you, and I don't think that that's the spirit of God behind you. And I rebuke you. And like again, being 68 and not knowing these things, he's not even Jewish. You know what I mean, and remember what God said, Jesus said, that a lot of people will say that they're me. A lot of people will say that I've come back or whatever, these false prophets or whatever, but nobody knows when he'll come back. If you would have known about the faith, you'd know that it's not about what you say. It's not about even faith. It's about good works, right? And charity and selflessness, right? And the people who were doing that were helping the lowly people, the Native Americans, right? Who are the Native Americans, not this big corporation of Europeans. And the Hispanics and the blacks, the minorities in this country, were the left. Those guys were at least trying to help us, the lowly people, with social programs and stuff like this, which they're all going to try to gut. Shame on you, motherfuckers. You sold your soul for the corporations. And all his stuff is misinformation. He created the border crisis because he didn't want to collaborate. None of the right wanted to have a bipartisan bill on the border, right? He wanted to use it as a political crutch, a political issue that he could use for his campaign. I mean, to get y'all to vote. So he put y'all in direct danger. Second of all, he instigated the racism, instigated the hate within this country and all across the world, right? He is the worst relations with Latin American countries. You know what I mean? In history, for the last 100 years. I mean, he broke so many things as president that you have no idea. All right? No idea. All right? And I know you guys have no idea because you blindly follow a false prophet. You know what I mean? The people that follow him, that claim to be religious, I rebuke thee. You are fools, and that makes me a fool. But you know, you do not know what you do, and you are following a false pagan god. You know what I mean? You're not following that. That's not Jesus Christ. He can say that, but that's not what it's about. It's about his actions, and he is known to do bad actions to people. And he's not like he's gonna change his leaf now. He's always been this way. 68 damn years old. I mean, his whole life he has been of lucre. His whole life has been glamorized debauchery, right? He was friends with Jeffrey Epstein, a child predator, sex trafficker, and he's a fucking sex trafficker that used to have model pageants that he would enlist young women, young girls. You know what I mean? And he was a wingman with Jeffrey Epstein, which means that he brought girls to him, and he brought girls to him, and they both like young children. I mean, he's a fucking child molester. He's also a sex trafficker. I mean, he entices the women, and now he's trying to tell the same women that he used to sex traffic them with Jeffrey Epstein. Now he's trying to tell them that they shouldn't be able to have abortions, blah 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 blah, or that he's God. You know what I mean, or something. Trying to deify himself by saying his mother's the one in heaven, not the Virgin Mary, right? He's out of his goddamn mind. You know what I mean? And you Catholics When did it say that he wasn't up there, huh? You guys don't even know that what Moses told to his people that abortion was allowed. You guys are fake Catholics. I rebuke thee, and we should, I don't know, you should be purged from the system, from the church. You know, screw you guys. You guys are fake traitors. I don't know what you really you guys are the problem right there. You guys are the proof that that Catholic Church is in fact corrupted. You know what I mean? And that's a whole different problem we're gonna get to. You know what I mean? Because we're gonna get that right. Because you done corrupted it too. Just like this man has corrupted America, you corrupted the church. You know what I mean? You fake freaking Catholics. And Catholic is the real church, which we will purge you. I mean, by the time we're done with you, you're gonna be a Protestant, a Presbyterian, whatever, reformist, just like him. You fucking piece of shit. You know what I mean? What was I gonna say? You're gonna be a Calvinist by the time we're through with you. You're gonna be a racist. This guy has waged war on America, right? For we are Americans, and he's trying to gut us middle class and lower class, and we allowed him because we don't know what we were looking at. We don't know what we were watching. We don't know what we were seeing, and you don't know what you were duped to, you know. And I don't know what is this, EWTN, fake news media channel. Why do we listen to these people? Okay, this is bullshit. Okay. This is not, listen to your real church. Listen to your Bible. Don't listen to these, you know what I mean, fake people. Bishop Mari is a false prophet. I mean, all these people are false prophets, man. I mean, they literally rigged the election, right? Both in 2020 and 2024. The CIA, the NSA, and the FBI confirmed it in 2020. 2020. There was never any evidence of the left doing the same. And yet he carried on for a year talking about yes he does. He's never produced any fucking evidence ever. Not even Rudy Giuliani ever has. One of his guys went to jail for 40 months. Mark Davis, the guy who wrote Project 2025, right? Another criminal, another conspirator. I mean, he's a treasonous bastard, and he should go to jail. And because he didn't want to cooperate with the FBI in the investigation about election fraud against him, because they knew that Russia had helped them, and they didn't want to cooperate. They didn't disclose that information. And then when Trump was elected, he went to Putin, right? And this was the second time when he went to Putin, and the first time about the election fraud, he said no, he didn't that he didn't believe that he had that Putin had done anything. Number one, and then he said that because they were attacking, I guess, Hillary's email and all this stuff, Pizzagate, all this stuff that they were trying to do. Right? Then he gave Ukraine to Putin. Right? So he helped Putin because Putin helped him. That's treason. You know what I mean? I don't care what you say. That's fucking treason. And his son went to him to meet up with Eric Prince and the chairman of the Bank of Russia, Moscow, where Trump and them wanted to build a tower. Right? Moscow has even admitted this a week ago that they control 80% of foreign affairs in other countries. They have taken advantage because they are a nation full of lone hackers, right, that attack other countries. Of cybersecurity, you wouldn't understand. This man freaking fired our cybersecurity person that was in charge of the election, right? The first time. He fired him, and he had the proof. He says he had the evidence that they had with certainty. So did the director of the NSA, the FBI, the CIA, and all these agencies that are our country, which he discredited. That's treason. You know what I mean? That is treason. And now he's trying to usurp power, and you gave him this because you believe that he has evidence which he has never produced to anybody. To nobody has he produced this so-called evidence because he's a fucking liar. Just like when he said he didn't want to give his tax evasions. Why? Why did we? Oh, because Hillary doesn't show her taxes. What did we find out? That he was broke. And that he had avoided taxes for so long. And then he got audited, right? And then he fucking got whatever. Fucking, he got audited, and they found out that he got fucking, they had to do all that bullshit. That's what we found out. So why does he what does he want us to find out this time? He's a piece of fucking shit scumbag. He's a fucking scumbag. He's your fucking he's the motherfucking piece of shit uncle, right? He's an uncle piece of shit that cheated on his wife, that did all this bullshit. He's a piece of shit. He's always been a piece of fucking shit. You know what I mean? That's what the fuck he is, dog. You know what I mean? So if you're on my channel, you're watching this, then I'm telling you the truth. If you're watching one of my comments and you just came to my channel, you thought, hey, you're gonna hear this stupid guy, right? No, this is the truth, right? And if you don't like what I'm saying, you can look it up. I ain't stopping you. I would start at WikiLeaks, the only true source of internet of information that you can get to. So just look up his presidency the first time. Look what you fucking voted for, bro. Look that you voted for the stupidest motherfucker that you could ever vote for, and who should be impeached immediately in treason. And charged with treason on top of all the other charges that he's been charged with. And should be fucking go to jail indefinitely. And all his conspirators with him. For he has committed treason against this nation with Russia. And gave Russia Ukraine. And colluded. And has fucking tried to usurp power. And lied. And has evaded justice. He has evaded justice. Right? Not to mention, he's probably a child molester, a child trafficker. No, they never released Jeffrey Epstein leaks because Jeffrey Epstein was killed while he was president. You know, when they first started investigating Jeffrey Epstein, they had just had a bidding war on a front shore property. You know what I mean? That's how close they were. Always trying to fucking, one up each other. He remained friends with him till 2007, right? For 15 years he partied with him. That's 92. Since 1992, he was best friends with him until 2007, where he supposedly excommunicated him, even though Jeffrey Epstein denied that he ever excommunicated him out, and he could go to Mar-a-Lago. Jeffrey Epstein got kicked out of Mar-a-Lago for trying to molest one of his masseuse and ask her to do stuff to him, and she didn't like it. He got kicked out. Trump supposedly kicked him out, told everybody he banned him. Jeffrey Epstein denied that, said he was invited there to other events right afterwards, because Donald Trump's a piece of shit. You understand what I'm saying? And another thing about Donald Trump, you learn a lot of things by dead people. You know what I mean? But, I mean, Jeffrey Epstein still, from beyond the grave, piece of crap. There's some tapes of him, right? And what he says is about about Trump during his White House, that Trump is a piece of shit who fucks his friends' wives. And they both, and he's the type of man that would go up to a fat, ugly chick and say, "You're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life." He was a scumbag, complete scumbag. And that's the person that he was. A con man, a salesperson, to say anything, right? And that's how he got you. You're the fat bitch. I mean, you're the fat bitch that he's saying you're so beautiful. I mean, you're the ugly, stupid fucking people that he said are so beautiful. I need to help you. And we need to help these people. The MAGA supporters. Dumb motherfucking pieces of shit. You know what I mean? Who are not beautiful. Who are not even patriotic. Who allowed this man who is a treasonous snake, con them into giving up the heart of America. You dumb pieces of shit. I mean, and you're basically helped him lift Lady Liberty scared up and fuck the shit out of her. Like a prostitute. For capitalism and for money, and to the expense of our liberty and our sovereign rights. And our rights. You understand what I'm saying? He grabbed her by the pussy. Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. He made fun of reporters with mental illness, with handicap reporters. All right, he's a misogynist. You know, he's an insecure fucking old piece of shit that needs his ass kissed by the people around him. You know what I mean, he's a fucking piece of shit, right? Who's on a rampage. And worst of all, he's a child molester, which he should be killed for in some circles. He's a sex trafficker, just like Jeffrey Epstein. He should be fucking charged for that. And the people have not brought him to justice, you motherfuckers. I mean, there you go. That's why we're cooked. That's the reason why people. That's the real fucking reason why people fucking voted for him, because you haven't brought justice on him. You still allowed this man to be out there. You know, the only nigga that pulled up, by the way, was a real man, and his name was Michael Crooks, and he was an incel, 20 years old, and he got shot and killed. At least he got his glory. He got his guts and glory, more than I can say for half of these cowards. I mean, that call themselves patriotic. I mean, you give me a reason why Michael Crooks decided to try to take an attempt on Trump's life. He was paid to do so by the Trump campaign, maybe, because Trump is the type of man that wants to seem like he's glorious. Nothing could have helped him win this election except what happened. You know what I mean, and the fact of the matter is, that took a life of its own. It took on a life of its own, and they've used it ever since. Fucking fake ass Catholics. Remember what I'm saying here. I mean, he should be impeached, but they have hostilely taken over the government. Doesn't mean that they're part of our sovereign nation. These guys are. We should annex, or we should do something else. These guys are not part of the American sovereign nation that has all George Washington, all the way, all the presidents up to this point. This motherfucker is the corporation of America who he wants to be the CEO of, right? Bringing on all his talented people or whatever of different industries. Fake ass motherfucking con man, aka fucking piece of shit. It's all business for him. He's not. He's the corporation. He's not the nation, right? He is not our president. You know what I mean? He is an illegitimate president. The whole thing should be fucking scrapped. He should be impeached immediately. And Kamala should take the place, the rightful place. And all those motherfuckers that don't like it, they should be fucking. Who gives a fuck what they think? You know what I mean? Because they're fucking treasonous too. The piece of shit were brainwashed by Russia. As far as I'm concerned, they're the communists. They're fucking communists. You know what I mean? But we should make an example for the whole world against Donald Trump, because Donald Trump's a piece of fucking shit, and we don't like him. He's not our president. He's not our king, and he's hiding behind God, who he doesn't know. He's hiding behind a false image of the Son of Man, who was not a white man, who was not a person who would allow a person like this to represent. I rebuke this motherfucker. I rebuke him entirely and all his followers, right? These guys, not even Elon Musk is going to be able to take Trump in a spaceship to heaven. I'll tell you that much. He's not going to be able to escape from hell. He's not in this lifetime, not in this earth. No, he ain't escaping his condemnation. I mean, right? He's a murderer with his words. He killed. He's a sex trafficker, convicted rapist, right? Of sleeping with a porn star, prostitute. He's a cheater, piece of shit. I mean, this guy's not a holy man. It's not even close, right? You guys act like, oh, he went to the poor people and he cared about those people, the people on the white flight, whatever, the rural areas, the white flight people, the most lowest IQ people in the United States. You know what I mean? And what he do? He played on their emotions. He gaslit them for fucking years. I mean, he gaslit them. He played with their emotions. It was all fun and games, blah, 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 but things have taken a sinister turn where he is now a treason piece of shit, about to be exposed for all his fucking shit. You know what I mean? And that's why motherfuckers are after him. Not because he's a good man and everybody, oh, the world hates him, oh, look at me, little Satan, everybody hates me. No, nigga. You know what I mean? This is a free nation, this is democracy, you fucking piece of shit, you treasonous fucking snake. You know what I mean? All the people that voted for him didn't understand politics. They don't understand the Bible or religion. They don't understand the economy. They don't understand foreign war, the policy. Whatever it was that you voted for this motherfucker, you didn't understand that shit. I mean, you don't understand nothing. You have no reason as to why you would vote for this nigga. You know what I mean? Because everything he says is a fucking goddamn lie. Jeffrey Epstein says. Jeffrey Epstein says that that this man does not have the mind of an analytical mind. He doesn't have the ability to read a chart, a balance sheet. He is not a businessman, and he doesn't do that. He doesn't look at business charts and sheets and stuff. He's not that guy. He is a fucking person who knows about construction and real estate. He worked with the largest electrician company when he was making his fucking towers, when he was doing his real estate shit. And he knows the in and outs of real estate. He knows about annexation. He knows about all the codes. He knows about property lines and all that shit. He knows about ordinances and all that shit bullshit of real estate, right? You know, he knows all of that bullshit. You know what I mean? Commercial property and whatever. You know, residential property, whatever. You know what I mean? Enterprise, probably business, probably like some type of, you know what I'm saying, asset building or whatever bullshit. Like, yeah, okay, motherfucker. You know, his dad was rich. His dad taught him a lot of shit. I mean, the fact of the matter remains that he knows that, but he knows those processes. He knows how to build a foundation, get the permits, whatever. Do what he has to do first, build a foundation. What he build a fucking thing and build and project and do this thing and want to bring people together and blah 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 and all this shit. That's what he does, nigga. And that's what the fuck his stupid campaigns are. Unholy fucking unions that will collapse. Who 39% left him the first time. Let's see how many motherfuckers gonna leave him this time. Because he's a piece of shit. Once they find out that he doesn't believe it and he doesn't have the fucking, he doesn't understand about karma, right? He doesn't understand about karma, which is Hindu thing, like Vivek Ramaswamy is a fucking Hindu. You know what I mean? And that some bitch motherfucker doesn't, he's gonna find out really quick when Trump doesn't understand about karma. You know what I mean? And when he makes him do things that are gonna be fucked up. Watch. And then same thing with same thing. You know, he's already done shit fucked up, cuz. You know what I mean? So who are we kidding here? This guy's a traitor. He's a fucking traitor. He's treasonous. And you know, the only guy, you know, that's why there's going to be a lot of attempts on his life. And those Iranians, do you understand that 3 Iranians almost tried to kill him? Right? They're calling it a terrorist attack. I mean, but they were U.S. citizens. You know what I mean? The Iranian people, there's some Iranians over there that think that we elected him as king and that he's going to be doing good things. No, nigga. He's going to go to... Nigga's the most dangerous man alive, according to our own Department of Justice person. He escalated shit. He gave Ukraine to Russia. Russia and he was trying to be friends with North Korea. North Korea, motherfucker, was like, you know, not trying to hear that shit. This nigga, they started having a pissing contest. Nigga, that shit became, he gave us nightmares of apocalyptic fucking shit. Don't you understand? He gave the American fucking people nightmares about a fucking apocalypse of nuclear fallout. He escalated that shit too fucking goddamn much. Started having a pissing contest with him. Don't you remember when he said on the fucking TV, I will blow your shit up to like you have never seen, but like the world has never seen. You stupid fuck. Who the fuck says that type of shit? You think that is called being a fucking man? You know, fucking, you're a draft dodger. You never went to war. You never talk about shit. Motherfucker, you play with these people's life with their own soldiers, dumb enough to fucking stupid country bumpkin motherfuckers who fucking dumbass fucking soldiers who listen to your stupid ass. You know what I mean? Who have to take orders, stupid dogs that are trained. You know what I mean? Who have to take orders, think you're a fucking man. You're a draft dodger. When they told you to go fight, you said, nah, my pussy hurts. Nah, my pussy hurts. I probably hurt myself on the battlefield. I can't do it. You're a fucking draft dodger. That's a pussy motherfucker. Fucking Michael Crooks, again, pulled up on this nigga. And when he tried to say, he said he was a deranged gunman. Oh, he's a deranged mass shooter. But when you look into it, when they look into his case, what's funny, and this is what makes me think, when his parents, they had no sign that he had done anything crazy. No, he was just a little bit quiet, kept to himself, which is intelligent, right? You close your mouth, you open your ears, you listen, right? He had good scores in school, average kid, but he excelled in math, right? He won the little contest in his high school for mathematics. He was going to a community college, right, for mechanical engineering. Was going to transfer to a university, right? Right? So no history of violence, no history of nothing. You know what I mean? What makes him, there's no indication that he was deranged at all. At all. You understand what I'm saying? And he kept to himself with his smart these days, right? Because there's a lot of pieces of shit. Some of the kids that went on the interview that interviewed and said, I used to know him and stuff. You're a piece of shit. You get high. You know, you can tell these motherfuckers are high. You know, they do drugs and pieces of shit. You know what I mean? Whatever. And that kid was not like those kids. He excelled. You know what I mean? He excelled. There was no indication that he was deranged whatsoever. All right? And he pulled up on this nigga. So, what do you think that might have made him pull up on this guy? On Donald Trump when Donald Trump came to his fucking rally? What do you think it was? Was it the fact that he went down a rabbit hole? Do you think that he was manipulated by Russia? Or do you think it was the actual fact that, because why would Russia attack Trump? You know, Trump gave them Ukraine. I mean, no. What do you think? When Russia attacks, they're sending people on Pizzagate against the left. They're sending people because the left kept NATO, Ukraine against them. So they went, oh no, Hillary Clinton's emails. You know what I mean? Oh, Pizzagate. You know, the Clinton Foundation. Oh, blah 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 blah. This that and the other. I mean, let's what y'all niggas believe, what y'all hate the left for, and y'all call them a cabal. That's Russia motherfucking interference right there. That's why you're fucking stupid. You're brainwashed. You're lobotomized. Russia motherfucker has brainwashed you, motherfucking MAGA stupid idiots. You know what I mean? Boom, there it is. There it's out there. You know what I mean? That's what it is. That's why you interview these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers were the same people that were saying that Hillary and Pizzagate and shit, them niggas were the ones that pulled up. They got kids underneath the shit. Nigga, the only nigga that has kids was this motherfucker right here with Jeffrey Epstein. Is this the punk ass bitch that you voted for was the only motherfucker with kids? That motherfucker was trafficking kids, you son bitch. Now how you fucking feel about that, MAGA? Stupid bitch. You know what I mean? Y'all motherfuckers, look, when it comes out to that shit, nigga, I care about that shit. Right? I care about that shit. Because, you know why? Because because my people are being sex trafficked in Central America right now. We have more fucking slaves than there was ever before. And you know what the fuck Trump did when he was president? He called it a shithole. And he said he doesn't give a fuck about those people. And he's a fucking sex trafficker too. You know what I mean? Just like Jeffrey Epstein. So when you want to talk about child molesting, you know, Pizzagate, showing up to the pizza shop, trying to, Hillary got kids and they're eating, you know, they're doing things to kids underneath the shop. You know what I mean? And pose up because you've gone down a rabbit hole and you watch these fucking videos and shit on the internet. You know what I mean? You are not the woke people. Trump telling you you're woke, you're late, motherfucker. And actually, you got brainwashed by him. Stupid fuck. He had to tell you fake news. There's fake news. The legacy media. You guys got brainwashed by him on the YouTube. And on TikTok. Tell me you did. Tell me that you didn't get brainwashed on TikTok, China. That's China's company. You were warned. Fucking YouTube, which is a globalist, you know, you were warned. This is not their biased shit. Bishop Hero. The people, them niggas, Vivek Swami, Joe Rogan, motherfucking stupid ass, fucking, what the fuck that, Cuck, Charlie Cuck, I call him. All these cucks and shit. Y'all were brainwashed by those motherfuckers. Your kids were brainwashed by them. Biased media. Pieces of shit that are fucking crap. They just jealous of the left and they fucking hate actual democracy. They hate actual shit. They want to be better. They hate black people, I guess. They hate brown people. They hate motherfucking people that go against child predators and criminals and shit. And then they elect a fucking child predator and a criminal, a rapist and a treasonous piece of shit. Who all he did was grab Lady Liberty by the pussy, and y'all the ones that fucking locked them together in a room so he could fuck the shit out of her. Stupid pieces of shit. Now he's trying to do the same shit with the Catholic Church. Fuck you, nigga. I'ma fucking kill you, motherfucker. Zealot your ass, you piece of shit. Because now you don't raise the stakes for sure. You know what I mean? And you can burn in hell. The harder they the harder they rise, the harder they fall. You know what I mean? Expect, motherfucking, you know what I mean? Expect. And I know this shit, you know, is probably nobody gonna see it. But if you do see it, you know what I mean, leave a comment. You know what I mean? Make sure that you're friendly. If you're a foe, then fuck you. It's probably gonna be deleted anyway. You don't know where I live, well fuck you. But honestly, we are all Americans here. And this motherfucker is the most dangerous fucking piece of shit. And that's not a real man. A real man would have wouldn't be as insecure about a woman. You know what I mean? A real man would have given a woman a chance first before himself. You fucking piece of shit. You know, a real man would have backed his woman up. A real man would have fucking not been insecure, because we still got motherfucking troops on the ground, bitch. We still got generals, nigga. The left, bro, has been doing. Why would you gonna take the wheel? They've already driving. Don't let these motherfuckers take the wheel. Remember when he said God take the wheel? This nigga's not God. Okay, these dudes are already taking care of fucking business. They already got everything in place. You just need to come out of the fucking step up and do the shit. And you fuckers betrayed that. You know what I mean? You betrayed that because you're racist. And like I said, the whole thing about the shit that got to me, right? The immigrant situation. Mara Salvatrucha, you know, shooting a girl fucking 8 times in the face, right? A 12-year-old girl, you know, 8 times in the face. That type of shit that they want to attribute to Salvadorians and to attribute to our shit, right? That type of violence is what we have to face with in those countries, in the countries that they come from, right? And that would have been mediated if you would have mitigated to those issues, and you would have helped those issues that you created, because you're the one that created those puppet democracies to begin with, and you left them like that, and you elected leaders that went to your agenda, and your crooked politics let those people fucking suffer that type of violence for fucking decades. Right? And so when they escaped and they came over here and you saw some of that violence, we've been suffering that shit for a long time. And that is why we fucking warned you. We asked you nicely. You didn't want to fucking listen. That's why they poured in here. Because you don't fucking do this shit first, what you're supposed to do. That's number one. Number two, nigga, those deaths are guaranteed, are warranted. I mean, they're justified in the way they died because, you know, police kill people, our people as well, so many times. And I know this is going to offend some people, but if you're a Christian, it shouldn't offend you, because this is the law of the land. You know what I mean? This is the law of God. Sorry. This is the an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. I happen to believe in cause and effect and justice and equal retribution. You know what I mean? So when you killed, for example, 9/11, there was 2,000, let's just say 3,000 deaths of souls on 9/11, right? Everybody remembers 9/11. I was like 9 years old, 8 years old. When that happened, right? I was like 8.5 years old. I remember, and when I looked at it, you know, I knew then that everything was corrupted. Everything shifted to the right. People got really racist. People got really profiling and shit. That's what I grew up in, and it led to a bunch of human rights violations. They ruined my life. They deprived me of my education, deprived me of my liberty, deprived me of justice. They try to deprive me of my life now. They have affected everything that they could because of the racist profiling agenda that they got, plus the racism rhetoric that they spread, the hate. So what they did right after that was declare war on those Muslim heads, you know what they call them, right? On Muslims, when really it was just a group of terrorists that did this. A group of terrorists, by the way, who were trained by the CIA, right? CIA operatives, right? Trained Osama bin Laden, right? Okay? It was a group, it was 18 of them. And most of them were were Saudis, right? And so they were Saudi Arabians. They were the group of the group of Osama and bin Laden, right? Who had declared war on fatwa because of the U.S. interfering with their holy lands, right? Okay, whatever. The point is that he had killed people. They had killed people and trampled over people in his holy lands. Didn't understand why, right? Even though America was there to help another crisis situation, they didn't like that his people died on his holy ground. That they were trying to call the shots on this holy ground, which was just a temporary thing. But he didn't like that anyway. I mean, desecrating their holy lands. Okay, you want to talk about God, right? And so, you know what I mean? I could go there too about the Native Americans that got displaced in this land and how this is not your land because it was the natives. The natives were Indios. So that means in God in Latin. That means within God in Latin. Indios. Right? So anyway, what was I going to say, right? 2,000, 3,000 dead and $2.3 billion worth of building, right? Of a building that demolished 9/11, right? Plus the people on the plane. I guess that adds up to like 3,000. Plus the Pentagon being hit, right? Let's just say that's another couple. Let's just say 3 trillion, right? That's a lot. That's 3 billion. Let's just say conservative. Pentagon also blows up. How ironic, right? So let's just say whatever. But the Twin Towers, you know the damage that was caused, the retaliation from that to go into their country, right? 2003, the shock and awe, in Baghdad to get not even Osama bin Laden, they were going after Saddam Hussein. I mean, and they went after him, and I don't think I know that the people here didn't know a difference. They just wanted to kick some ass. They just wanted to roll into those Muslim heads countries and be like, let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. With their tanks and shit and their fucking shotgun fucking, skinhead motherfucking pieces of shit over there that were raping people, that were doing human crimes and crimes against humanity, taking prisoners of war and violating them, breaking international laws, breaking international truth, and that we still probably don't even know the truth of what they did. They subjected men to kill, to have sex with each other, to be gay. Young Afghanistan males that they captured made them have sex with each other. They made them all group up and like an orgy on top of each other. I mean, they were doing crazy shit like that to them, right? 3,000 dead, right? The people, they wasted $3 trillion, about $2.3 trillion to be exact, on that war, that forever war. And they killed hundreds of thousands of people, of soldiers and civilians, right? And for $2.3 billion down and 3,000 people dead, who some would agree were the greediest people on earth, but I'm not going to go there. I mean, on some level, there's probably some of the greediest people that were there probably didn't go to work that day. You know what I mean? But some of them did. You know what I mean? And the fact of the matter is that they all had insurance policies on the building. You know what I mean? But it was 3,000 dead, right? The 86 or 87 times more people died, right? Civilians deaths over there. In Iraq or Baghdad, whatever, Afghanistan and Iraq, right? 87 more times more people. That'd be for every one American. It's like 80 people. 80 people for one American. 80 of their people for one of ours, right? And they also said that they wasted like $2.3 trillion, right? 2.3 trillion. Opposed to the 2.3 billion that were demolished, right? So, when I say that, that's what I meant when I say that violence that we're fleeing from these countries, we've been suffering that for a minute, and there are going to be some casualties, but it is an evil that we need to fix, right? And I think because you had fucking problems to do, I mean, it's the U.S. responsibility and duty, really, to try to fucking mitigate this situation. Because, and deal with this. Not just throw money at it and fucking block them off and use them as your political opponents. You don't give a fuck about that, we know. You don't give a fuck about these poor people, we know. All you care about is your political fucking shit. Your campaign. And that's what the fuck Trump did. Right? Use that immigration shit as a political shit. These are the type of people that would leave the U.S. They're like, we fuck the left. I don't give a shit. Fuck them. Yeah, he was a piece of shit that's just like on the left. Okay, he didn't pay his taxes. He knows he is. He knows he is. Jeffrey Epstein knew exactly what type of man that he was. Right? Anyway. The motherfucker needs to be impeached. He's going against the legacy media because he's trying to tell you that the legacy media is false news when he's spreading false news on YouTube and TikTok. You know what I mean? Where you're getting fucking brainwashed by Russia online. You know what I mean? And on your phones. Devices that on your phones and shit, you're being hacked. You're being fucking targeted. You're being misinformed by stupid people that just make up bullshit on here. Like Rush Limbaugh did back in the day. Stupid motherfucking biased pieces of shit that y'all always do. That y'all used to call us motherfucking animals or whatever in the 90s and shit, saying we're stupid, you're the white man and blah 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 blah, when really you were just depriving us of our education, and you're cursing, you're a devil. You understand what I'm saying? You had a cabal of people. Like, look what white people had back in the 90s, right? Before P. Diddy, what did they have? P. Diddy's a small fish in a big pond full of white people. You know what I mean? What did he have? What did they have? They had Nickelodeon. They had the Illuminati. They had motherfucking, they had all this shit, all these people brainwashed on their television sets. MTV, right? MTV is the Illuminati, right? They had, you know, those are the ones brainwashing your kids, raising your kids and programming them, right? And you had, Nickelodeon, fucking Dan Schneider and those motherfuckers, the Disney, the Nickelodeon kids, you know, all that, you know, all those kids like Drake Bell and all these motherfuckers that were all molested on set and shit. Right, Quiet on Set shit on Netflix. That's my fucking generation, right? The 90s kids. I mean, and there was a cabal of people within this society that nobody ever checked, right in front of your faces. And y'all let our kids be prey to that shit, right? Now imagine what the fuck Trump and Jeffrey Epstein were doing the same goddamn thing. You know what I mean? They were doing the same goddamn thing that y'all accusing the left of. That's who he was in the 90s, right? That's who he was in the 90s. What the right is accusing the left to be, a cabal of people, is what Trump was in the 90s. Trump was like a P. Diddy. You know what I mean? No, Jeffrey Epstein was a P. Diddy. He was like one of the guys at P. Diddy's party. You know what I mean? His wife's a fucking whore. I rebuke her too. I rebuke that bitch. I mean, he used to fuck his friends' wives. You know what I mean? And he cheated on that, on you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I mean, she's a fucking bitch for staying with that nigga. She's a fucking piece of shit. You understand what I'm saying? Reminds me of my fucking uncle. You know what I mean? She's a fucking piece of shit. You know what I mean? Man, it's funny, man. How your blind faith is that like of a fucking kid. You know, the IQ of a fucking kid to vote for this motherfucker. You know what I mean? It's like giving candy to babies. What he did to the white people that got him to where he's at. He doesn't give a shit about you. The whole immigration shit, he's just gonna fucking be putting systemic bullshit. He might be racist, he might take it out on a few people, and all his anger try to target us people, but citizens and shit. Which is stupid because, you know, like I said, he can't take away shit that's already been implemented. These laws are here to protect the U.S. citizens regardless of their status, of how they got there. They are U.S. citizens. You can't take that away from them. You know what I mean? We protect our U.S. citizens. We don't fucking declare war on them, you stupid fucking bitch. You know what I mean? Just because some other side motherfucking is fucking brainwashed by Russia and Trump. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And shit. You know what I mean? Just because some of us are brainwashed by fucking Russia. Well, the people that voted for his ass. Like Trumpsters. You know what I mean? What Trumpsters? Shut the fuck up. You're a goddamn fucking joke, bruh. You know, and these guys are treasonous. You know, what are you gonna... my thing that I'm getting at is that he should be fucking impeached immediately. He should be impeached. He shouldn't even get to the fucking chair. The only chair he needs to get to is the motherfucking court where he needs to be in jail. You know what I mean? That's the only fucking shit. He should never even make it to the presidency. Honestly. And these people that are saying we need to have a transfer of power. No, we don't. Because it's a legitimate fucking election. He cried this shit for a year. Now you want to say, no. Now he wants to say, oh, no, look, we won by... Oh, fuck you, nigga. You know what I mean? You fucking traumatized these people. You gaslit these people. You have conned these people into fucking believing in you. You know what I mean? You motherfucker, you cry like a little bitch for like fucking year. You know what I mean? For years, motherfucker. You cried like a little bitch. You know what I mean? You cry worse than a bitch. You cried worse than a bitch. Worse than a fucking woman. You cry worse than Kamala Harris. Nigga, you call yourself a man, you're a fucking bitch. I mean, and you're a bitch ass motherfucker, man. The only reason everybody knows is that why he won the presidency is because one reason. Because everybody knows that if he didn't win the presidency, he was going to go to jail for a long fucking time. You know what I mean? Everybody knows that. But he's not a good president. You know, what we should have done is started a GoFundMe or I don't know, get a lawyer for his case or some shit. We should have fucking made him president, right? He forced us to fucking choose to do this shit, and you fucking people that call yourself Christians are fake. You know what I mean? You're not willing to rebuke a false one, a devil within your midst. You know, you white people are not willing to do this shit. But look, what we used to do to these motherfuckers, you know, you got impeachment, the term impeachment in this democracy. White people didn't come up with this shit. You didn't come up with this shit. Native Americans did. You know what I mean? From the Iroquois League and the real and that was the former democracy. But the impeachment came from an old tradition led by chiefs of the tribes in Mexico, right? With namely Montezuma, who his people stoned when the colonizers came, and he started dressing in their clothing and representing their shit, and he got stoned by his people. They killed him for betraying them and representing Europe and Spain. Just like this motherfucker. So you see, that's why you white people probably, but y'all know what impeachment is, nigga. Now, you know what I mean? Y'all practiced it. So this motherfucker is a treasonous piece of shit, you know. And these days, right? If you want to say you're American, if you want to really talk about the spirit of America, you want to say, oh, this is the spirit of America, America. This nigga is a treasonous piece of shit who's friends with communists, dictators, who has allowed them to brainwash the people who put the U.S. citizens in danger and expose them, let them vulnerable, and then wants to be like, nah, I want to fix it, when he's the one that created the hatred and all that shit. In my opinion, you know what I mean, he's not just deplorable, he should be fucking charged with treason. You know what I mean? He should be, we should not let him get away. And the people that believe in the Bible, would understand we should not let him get away. You know what I mean? Because that's not what Christians do. God does not let the devil get away. God does not let criminals get away. He serves justice on them. And since he's unmerciful, he should be shown no mercy on him either. Regardless that he's an American. Regardless that he's a former president. Regardless that he fucking helped some fucking people that believe in him. You know what I mean? And that brainwash and shit and believe him blindly. Regardless of the fact, he needs to be brought to justice. Because that's what the hell we are. We are people that should love justice more than Trump. You know, we should love justice. If you let him walk, if you let a pedophile, rapist, treasonous fucking piece of shit into the White House, then I will never respect any of your fucking laws. I will fucking rebuke you, motherfucker. You are not part of this continent. You are a corporation here usurping power in a sovereign nation. Motherfucker, you ain't part of, I do not recognize you as my president. You're not the president of the United States. You're a piece of fucking shit over here usurping power. I mean, for your dictator friends, fuck you. You treasonous piece of shit. I mean, you should be motherfucking hanged. You know what I mean? But you see, and the Christians should serve you up as a fucking human sacrifice. But I guess I don't even think God is gonna like that shit. I don't even think God will think you're a pure fucking sacrifice to you. Fucking piece of shit. You know what I mean? And you 68-old fuck. Piece of shit. You know what I mean? Look, the point is, this guy is as a motherfucker going straight to hell. And I don't want to, he's trying to grab onto the power, so we think we should just let him grab the fucking, the what he thinks is a throne. And motherfucker, it's a presidency, number one, of a democracy. It's not a business. It's not a corporation. Even though that tells you what their allegiance is, right? The United States of America Corporation, established 1914 with the enactment of the Federal Reserve by Woodrow Wilson and all the other fucking bureaucrats that took over, infiltrated the government and sold people to the corporation, to the banks. That's what he represents. Fuck this nigga. This nigga's not a sovereign nation. He's not even a fucking American. And as far as I'm concerned, this motherfucker go back to fucking Scotland and fucking die over that piece of shit. I mean, back to his fucking castle, like in the fucking little thing. He goes to and fro the world, you know, doing all this bullshit, you know, like the devil, you know, going everywhere. You know what I mean? And then he ends up and he does the same shit, repeats the same shit over and over and over and over and over again till he ends up back in his castle, like a piece of shit that he is. You know, he could die in that motherfucking shit. Scott, you know, actually don't even let him go because again, we're Americans. Why the fuck are we gonna let him go? I mean, we're Christians. We don't let him go. You know what I mean? We fucking bring him to justice. We don't let the devil fucking inflict and people on shit. People. We don't endanger the world. Stupid fuck. We're just threatening people. Anybody can do that. That's not tough. If you allow him in, I'm not going to respect you. And I will say that they're the most corrupt pieces of shit. Nigga, those motherfuckers are treasonous. This shit, I will not respect the law. I will not respect police. Nigga, I don't care what the fuck. You know what? I was starting to believe in America. You know what I mean? That y'all would freaking bring this nigga to justice. I guess it was always, like, it was pretty good until this nigga started talking shit, huh? Because he's the fucking devil. You know what I mean? He's the fucking devil. He was going down. And then now he's like, nah, I gotta fight. I gotta fight upwards because I'm a devil too. You know what I mean? And I can't deal with this. I mean, fucking piece of shit. Oh no, I'm gonna let's subvert. Let's band together. You know what I mean? There's no honor among thieves. Oh fuck, we're disbanding. I'll just get a new group. I'll just fucking step on everybody and throw them underneath me. You know what I mean? And shit. You know? He's a gangster running, you know, running away. Everybody knows that shit. You know what I mean? And then you know what I mean, putting his friends in the he's this motherfucker, bro. When they find out, bro, he's gonna go down in history as the worst fucking president ever. It is so much that he could destroy the nation. I don't think he will. I think that he'll fuck up a lot of shit though. I mean, he's already fucking it up. Some people, I mean, look, the only he's the biggest threat to the fucking nation. They ran on the fact that he was the biggest hope. He's the biggest threat. He represents the corruptness of America. He represents the wickedness. At the end of the day, the person that y'all elected as president is a fucking pedophile, a sex trafficker, a motherfucking with Jeffrey Epstein, a fucking piece of shit rapist, motherfucking fucking whore because you are what you eat. Ugh. You know what I mean? And a whole bunch of other shit. You know what I mean? That's what it is. That's who you elected for, and that's what people are going to remember. That you're a fucking devil fucking country. I mean, and that this nigga in other countries he would be fucking shot in the head. He's just as bad as the motherfuckers that you chase over there. He's just as bad as the motherfuckers you call evil dictators over there. You bomb the shit out of their people. This motherfucker is an enemy of the United States. Right? Why do y'all see that? Why? It's because he's white? I mean, he's the last white hope of America. The great white hope, you know? Motherfuckers, are you out of your goddamn mind? He has no soul, you know? Shit. Huh? Amalia? Está dormida, creo. Yeah. Look. I'm just saying, bro. Yeah, in that picture, he looks like he has no soul. And they say I lost it, right? Ridiculous. Yeah. You're fucking... No, man. This is bullshit. Bro, it's true, bro.